Hey everyone, this is Cindy from Long Haul Pro Fitness. I am on a kind of health and creative induced retreat. I packed up my car and drove 10 hours to a cute little ranch house that my dad owns in the middle of Texas. And it's got a 5-acre property. So my plan was I'm going to get here, I'm going to work out every morning, I'm going to meditate, do my thing every day, and then get straight to work. And I'm going to be working with zero distractions and no problems, no like recording and then the UPS guy drives by, or no recording and then I got to wait 5 minutes for the neighbor's kid to roll his plastic wheels all the way across the road or what have you. So far I've run into a couple of little problems, but I'm not going to let them bother me. I'm going to make use of this time in any way possible. So one thing is getting my planners done. So really, I could have left the Gillio at home, but why the heck would I do that? I love looking at it. It makes me happy. So I found a way to use it, and I'll explain that in a second. So right now, my business planner is everything to me. This is my A5, and I have a combination of different inserts in here. So this comes from Noted, all the way from Australia. I was completely willing to give up January to wait for her inserts because they're so pretty. I've got my kind of F you haters quote here, which I know that that's probably not what it means in the movie, okay? I'm a big fan, I know, but this is how I interpret it when I see it in my business planner. It also reminds me when I'm doubting myself to shut up and keep going. So I have that there for a reason. I've got my table of contents. It's editable. It's amazing. I love it. I printed it out on vellum. My vellum is not as thick as the Noted vellum, of course, but it still works. So I strategically named all of the sections. You'll notice that they're not the same as everybody else's. And if you want me to do a video where I just explain the titles and why I named them that, I will make that video. I've got my Catspresso Co. I am so excited to fill this with beauty, and I have not yet because I decided, like I said, to jump in the car and get out and get things done. So that's gonna have to wait. I've got my business logo, which, by the way, I designed myself. And so I'm going through a course with Amy Porterfield. If you haven't heard of her, you might not know about her if you're not in the business kind of field. So I don't know, but she is pretty amazing. And I listened to her podcast, and I'm taking her list building course. So I've got her stuff in here so that I can work on it. These dividers I made, this is just a sticker that was on the packaging when I received my inserts from Noted. My printables from Marcia Bramucci and from Cessa V. So these are in here because what I want to do is create a standard month, like the best month that I could possibly have right here. And I'm going to map that out because that's how my brain works. I was used to having monthly goals at work, working in sales, working with clients. So it's easy for me to look at a big overview like this and say, shoot, I've got 4 days left this month. I better like rock it to get all my stuff done in time. So even though that seems like overwhelm or like it's just a hustle or like it gives you room to procrastinate, it works for me. I don't procrastinate it. I know what I have to get done, and I'm gonna map that out and have a little bit of a color system going once I get some stickers. So I'm gonna flip all the way over here to this week, because this is the week that I have spent in this little ranch house out on my own, kind of just getting things done. And I want you to see how I'm incorporating both of my planners at the same time. So I've got my priorities at the top because that's how the noted inserts are situated. And that's kind of one of the reasons that I loved it, was that there are these tiny little sections for priorities where I can say, this is what I definitely have to get done today. Because if something moves here, if something shifts, I don't have to freak out and say, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be doing this exactly right now. I now have the freedom that I never had before, where I can say, you know what, I didn't get that done between 7 and 8. I'm gonna have to do it here. Or what can I shift to get these 3 things done no matter what? Or these 4 things done no matter what? So I like that system. I like that it starts at 6 a.m. My Franklin Covey inserts usually would have started, there's something weird about Franklin Covey. Their classic size starts at 8, but their personal size starts at 6. It's bizarre, it's backwards, I don't agree with it, but that's why I had to get a different version for my A5. So I've got everything going on here, and this is this week so far as I'm on this little trip, and kind of like, I don't know, an escape or a retreat, whatever you want to call it. And sorry about the shifting light. So I came out here thinking I'm gonna get my workouts in outside every morning. Well, everything is covered in ice, so that is not happening right now. I'm working out inside. So here is my Gillio. Oh my gosh. I cannot tell you how much I freaking love this thing. So I've got Franklin Covey inserts in here. So they are definitely a little bit wider than personal. These are my Catspresso Co. Again, I have not done any decorating or anything. I'm very minimal anyway, but I would like to put something motivating and pretty in here. These are my Catspresso Co. Clear pockets. And when I get home, I'll start to do stuff like that. So right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and flip to here. This is a few days ago. This is when I started. So what I'm doing is, in my business planner, I'm mapping out what my ideal day will be, what I definitely want to get done, and when I want to do it. And then when I flip to my Gillio, I'm in turn writing down everything that actually happened during those times. So if I miss something, I'm not beating myself up. I've got the whole day. If I spend a little bit too much time stretching because it feels good that day, I'm gonna do that. If I'm spending a little bit extra time on my mind sweep, but I'm churning out ideas and it's feeling good, I'm not gonna, I'm just not being too strict on myself. I have not made very good use of this page so far. I'm kind of disappointed in that, but I know that that's only happening because I'm out on this system right now. Usually I'm using this planner all the time, and I'm only bringing out the A5 when I'm working. So that's this one. Right now it's a little bit backwards because the whole point of being on this trip is to really, really focus on my work and leave everything else aside. I'm logging out of social media. I'm doing all of that. If I leave work, I'm gonna read a book, I'm gonna meditate, I'm gonna listen to an inspiring podcast. I'm not gonna scroll through Facebook. I'm not gonna even scroll through Instagram, even though I love that and I've set it up to be only inspiring accounts. But still, I'm trying to be focused. So usually this one only comes out while I'm working, and I won't touch it unless I'm working. Right now I'm doing the opposite, so I'm not too worried about this. I'm sure I'll use these pages later in the year. Incidentally, because these pages are gray, I'm really liking using my, I don't know, is it Le Pen? So I'm using these. I love how tiny it is because I write really small, and I really like how understated the whole thing looks, if that makes sense. So I've got my bold black on my business planner, and I've got the gray going on here. So yeah, I'm writing down kind of like the real truth of what actually happened, and what's happening as the day goes on. So that's what's going on for now. And hopefully this, few weeks of being out here in the middle of nowhere will help me reset my food intake and really jumpstart some content that I have for my clients in my business. I'm designing business tools for personal trainers, and that's all happening right now as I'm here. And I just wanted to share how my planners are working together while I am out here on this little adventure. So thanks for being here and for watching. I absolutely love my two planners right now. I think I have hit the jackpot with what I designed for my system to be this year. I feel motivated, like everything is going great. And follow me on Instagram. Let me know what you do so I can follow you back. I'm at Long Haul Pro Fitness on Instagram, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.